And here we are at 152 pounds. Mike Benefiel from Montini against Eric Pretto from Sandburg. And Benefiel hasn't wrestled too many matches this year. He's broke his hand in practice, and Pretto's had a great season so far. So this is going to be a real good match.
We have Mike Benefiel of Montini, like Danny said. He's 7-0. He's a junior. He's a 2-time state champ. Well on his way to becoming a 4-timer maybe. And then we have Eric Pretto. He's a junior. He's 17-0. He last year was a state qualifier. Many of you may know he got the big win over Marty Engwall in the sectional duels in order to allow Sandburg to move on to their state title.
And this Benefiel with a nice fireman's carry high crotch, and he's able to tip him over for a takedown. It's 2-0 lead for the Montini wrestler now against Sandburg.
See what Benefiel's shape's like here. He's been out for a while. Like Dane said, he broke his hand. So we'll see if he's ready here with the conditioning. His escape for Pretto. It's now 2-1 Benefiel.
Yeah, it's going to be real important. Benefiel's looked strong this whole tournament, but he hasn't really been pushed for 6 hard minutes. If Pretto can keep himself in this match and push him for 6 hard minutes, maybe late in the third period he's going to be able to score some points against him.
Let's head back. Another nice shot by Benefiel. Nice counter in high crotch single leg for Pretto. Nice sit out by Benefiel, sitting out, going for the spin behind. Nice counter.
Great scramble by both wrestlers. That's one of the best scrambles you're going to see out of 2 high school athletes.
The crowd loved that one, giving an applause for the appreciation. Another single leg by Benefiel. He was relentless with that single leg. The ref would say that was out of bounds. Going back to the middle, 2-1 Benefiel.
Yeah, Benefiel's taking 3 quick shots. He's real good on that single leg. He's real tough, and if he can keep this pace up for the rest of the 6 minutes, it's going to be hard for Pretto to stay with him. But like we said, he's been out for a while with a hand injury, and you don't really know how much he's been able to work out, and you don't know where his shape's at right now.
Pretto this past summer was All-American in cadet freestyle. Came very close to making it to the national finals. Working front headlock here, a great counter of Benefiel's shot that time.
Yeah, Pretto was a very vital part of the state championship run by Sandburg last year, and he's one of the core members of the team this year. They're ranked top 3 in the country, and they have a real good team and a real good chance to repeat as state champions.
And he's pushing Benefiel, and they'll go out of bounds here towards the end of the first period. Benefiel, very tough, very highly ranked nationally himself, top 5. So we'll see what happens here. He was a cadet national champion a couple years ago.
Yeah, Benefiel looks to be bigger for the weight class now. Over the summer we saw him wrestle in Fargo at 152 pounds. He looked to be a little bit smaller, but now he's kind of growing into the weight class, filled that frame of his a little bit more. He's still rather skinny, but he's getting a little bit more mature, and he's getting a better build to him right now, and he looks real tough.
Pretto chooses down in the second period, trying to get away, tied at 2. We have a false start that time on Benefiel on top. There's caution. Pretto, short and stocky. Benefiel, tall and skinny. It's 2-1 right now, Benefiel. Get that early takedown with the sweep single, fireman's carry type situation. Tripod by Pretto, looking to get away, looking to get hand control.
Pretto was able to scramble out of a couple other shots that Benefiel was in deep on, and keep himself in this match, and that ties it up now at 2-2. And Benefiel again, another sweep single leg, but Pretto does a nice job countering. He's got a front headlock looking to spin behind, but Benefiel's tripod right now, and he's holding on to that elbow tight, and they're back neutral.
Looks like Pretto's hurt here, got caught in the mouth. Okay, back to action after that short timeout. Pretto needs to get his offense going. Really hasn't shot very much. Benefiel another shot, trying to finish that high crotch. Switches off to double, drives him out of bounds, but he has that feet in, and the ref gives him 2 takedowns, 4-2, Mike Benefiel.
That was a good call at the edge of the mat. Benefiel was able to wrap up both legs and keep his toes in. He just kept wrestling there. He didn't, his initial shot, he kind of got in a bad position, but he kept wrestling and put himself in a better position to earn the takedown. And there's an escape by Pretto. 4-3, Benefiel's lead. Second period. He's back in another high crotch. Pretto, he's got good defense, but he needs to start his offense as Benefiel takes him down again.
6-3 now, Benefiel. Pretto not really taking a shot yet. Benefiel doing everything. But I think Pretto needs to start stepping that up if he wants to make this a close match.
Yeah, Benefiel's just been relentless on his shots. He come back to his feet, and he's in right away again, and that's what's giving him the lead so far in this match. Pretto needs to slow him down and maybe work some of his offense.
6-4 here. Benefiel cannot slow down and allow Pretto to stay in this match if he wants to get a big win here. He needs to keep shooting, keep staying on the attack against Pretto.
Pretto's going to keep staying his face though for the whole 6 minutes. There, Pretto finally takes his first shot, but Benefiel has good defense. He's able to counter it with an underhook spike type move here, and Pretto just keeps driving and didn't go out of bounds.
Great long sprawl that time by Benefiel to not allow Pretto to get any part of his leg.
Benefiel's got one of those long bodies we've been talking about all day so far today. You know, he's got the leverage and the length, and you know, when you use that to your advantage, you're very hard to you're very hard to wrestle.
Benefiel moving here. Benefiel's taking a good stand. There's that nice sweep single again, in on that leg again. Pretto trying to counter.
Not much time left, but
nice
no points. Great scramble again by both wrestlers, and you know, again, Pretto just kept wrestling in that position, and Benefiel kept going as well, but Pretto was able to sit through on it and not give up the takedown late in the period.
Now it's time here. You can see both content. There's the end of the period. Benefiel leads 6-4. He'll choose the bottom position. Looks like Pretto may let him go here.
That was huge for Pretto. You know, if he would have given up that takedown at the end of the second period, you know, he would have been out of this match. You know, 8-4 against one of the best wrestlers in the nation. You know, you kind of might lose some poise a little bit there, but he countered it very well, and he's using an escape now. It's 7-4. Pretto needs to open up his offense here and get back in on some shots and see what happens.
Benefiel in on another high crotch, switches off to a double nice roll through by Pretto to take it out of bounds. No takedown there. Keeps Pretto in the match now. 7-4. Pretto, who took a nice shot in the second period, needs to continue that here in the third period. Benefiel needs to stay on his attack as well.
Yeah, if Benefiel stays on attack, you know, he's going to be tough to beat. I don't think Pretto's going to take him down on one of his shots unless he gets him in a weird position out of one of the scrambles, because Pretto has been able to scramble real well.
Pretto's shot there, kept driving. Benefiel looked like he stopped at the edge of the mat. Pretto might have had both feet in. He did have the takedown if he had both feet on. The ref said no, said he blew the whistle beforehand. So we go back to the middle, still 7-4.
Yeah, Benefiel broke one of the unwritten rules of wrestling there. You can't stop wrestling at the edge of the mat. That's when you can put yourself in jeopardy of giving up some points.
Benefiel very tough. He's a very solid wrestler. But Pretto getting that nice underhook here and pressuring Benefiel's head down. Nice single leg. He looks like he's trying to finish. Benefiel takes him out of bounds. There we go. They go out of bounds. Back to the middle again. 7-4, but it looks like Pretto is starting to open up that offense. Benefiel getting on the defense, going backwards a little bit here. Maybe Pretto can make a comeback.
Yeah, you know, as we've noticed, Benefiel's not moving as much as he was earlier in the match. You know, maybe some of that time off's catching up to him. There's Pretto went on a nice single leg. He's got it up in the air. This is his best chance so far. He trips, and he's going to have a takedown at the edge of the mat. Nice job keeping the toes in, and he takes down Benefiel to make the score
7-6.
7-6.
See, that time he finished on the edge of the mat. The ref didn't blow the whistle before. He got out of bounds. Benefiel just couldn't counter that shot. Nice trip, nice counter, nice finish, keeping his toes in.
You know, looks like Pretto's going to kick him out for one here to make it 8-6. And Benefiel needs to get back in on shots. You know, when he's in on shots, that's where he's tough. When he's backing up and playing a little bit of defense, that's where he's kind of vulnerable. And there he is shooting, but Pretto, nice counter. Gets him in a front headlock, and they're back to neutral. And that's what Benefiel needs to keep doing. Keep him moving, keep getting in on those shots so he doesn't get hit for stalling.
Benefiel, that's his first shot. Pretty much in the last period and a half. Pretto shoots him out again. There's a warning stalling against Benefiel. Benefiel better start moving forward, or this ref may call for stalling one or maybe two more times. Benefiel goes to stand solid stance. Pretto needs to get after him here. Not much time left to get that final takedown.
Yeah, Pretto needs a big takedown to tie the match and, you know, then ride him out to send us into overtime. Right now, Benefiel's still back up. He needs to take a shot. He needs to get on another shot, either to score and put the match away, or to keep himself from being hit for stalling. Because right now, Pretto's not shooting, but he is keeping a lot of pressure on him.
Pretto's not doing something very nice. There's that shot. There's a nice double leg attempt. Still driving into him. Benefiel, the nice front headlock. Here we go. Pretto trying to get out of bounds, and they go out of bounds. Pretto needs to keep shooting. Cannot rely on getting stolen calls, getting it overtime.
Benefiel needs to make sure he moves forward here. He can't, a couple steps backwards, he's going to get dinged again. He needs to take forward steps and take a shot.
There's that underhook, another shot just blocking him. There's a stalling warning. There's now 8-7 Benefiel with the lead. He's still going backwards. He's running backwards. Maybe we'll call it. And there's another one at the buzzer to tie it up 8-8 to go into overtime.
You know, that's a tough call. You know, you really hate to decide the match as a referee, but, Benefiel, he wasn't being as offensive as he had been early in the match, and it's a call you have to make there.
And there's that single leg we saw very early in the match. Pretto with no counter to that. 10-8. Benefiel with a big takedown in the beginning of overtime to be the champion.
Yeah, Benefiel dominated that match. He just made a couple mistakes to let Pretto back in it, and it almost cost him, but he came through in overtime. At 152 pounds of the 2005 Dvorak Invitational, Mike Benefiel came back after taking some time off because of a hand injury, and scored 3 dominating performances to make it to the finals. In the championship match, it was one of the best matches of the day. Benefiel defeated Eric Pretto from Carl Sandburg 10-8 in overtime. Benefiel dominated early in the match with a lot of single leg shots. Pretto was able to counter a couple of them, but Benefiel was able to build a nice lead. However, late in the third period, Benefiel showed signs of taking time off and seemed tired. Pretto kept pushing the pace and got Benefiel called for 2 stalling calls in the last 12 seconds of the match to send in overtime. Benefiel was able to regroup fast and score a quick takedown in the championship match. Pretto had a nice tournament, and that was his first loss of the year. These two might see each other again later on, especially in February, and maybe again for the team state title. For third place, Maris Tim Gleich pinned Brian Reynolds from Providence Catholic in 1 minute 39 seconds. In the fifth place bout, George Lakuski from Dundee Crown received a forfeit over Anthony Meza from Vista, California. For seventh place, Taylor Osborne's 3-0 victory over Matt Roberts of Lockport gave St. Rita a nice seventh place finish at 152 pounds.